Everyone wants to beat number one. Welcome into sports. I'm Morgan Feller. After a trip to the CIF state title game last season, Central boys soccer are looking to make that same exact run this year. But tonight, they would have to go through Cathedral Catholic. There are those Spartans trying to return to the state championship game, having to go through two more rounds before they do so, hosting Cathedral Catholic Dons early on. Not the start the Spartans wanted, as the Dons have a free kick opportunity. An absolute beauty put into the box as it's headed in. Central gives up their first goal of the ball game. It was silent at Cal Jones Field, and just about 10 minutes later, the Dons pull off the same trick. A deep free kick leads to another header goal. Central absolutely stunned as Cathedral Catholic comes into El Centro and puts the number one seed down 2-0, and things were not looking up for Central as they went into the break down 2-0, having to mount a comeback to keep their season alive. But their defense came alive in the second half. There's a defensive play, shutting out the Dons, and so did their offense, scoring two unanswered goals. And they scored two unanswered goals, would go to penalties, and win 4-1 in PKs. The Spartans will now host number 12 Otay Ranch on Wednesday for a spot in the CIF state title game. A scary one for those Spartans. The undefeated season is still alive. Let's head to that next game. There are the El Cajon Valley Braves coming in, trying to pull off the upset after a tough regular season. Holtville, on the other hand, went 10-0 in region play, now find themselves in the CIF quarterfinals. Vikings held a 3-0 lead at this point in the second half, getting a good performance from goalkeeper Ella Strom, who boots that ball out of there, keeping the Braves off the board. Holtville trying to put some more offense up just a little later, but this one stopped by Cajon Valley goalkeeper, keeping the Vikings to a 3-goal lead, and the Braves would fight a little bit on defense too as well, clearing another Viking scoring chance. Here Holtville wasn't quite all Holtville. Maya Taylor now puts one in from the left side after a beautiful feed by Vikings Jocelyn Knight. Holtville takes a 4-0 lead, and they weren't done just yet, putting one more in the net after a steal from Isabel Garcia. She finds Ava Legaspi, who gets this to go over the keeper's head from way downtown. That was way back there. Holtville goes on to win 5-0 and advance to the CIF semifinals. They are headed to the semifinals. Let's pull up those out-of-town scores now. We got some quarterfinal action in D1. Calexico hit the road to take on San de Guido Academy and got the job done in a 3-2 boys soccer win. We already talked about the Central Spartans. We can move right along to the next scoreboard now. Division 4, the Southwest Eagles hit the road for this 4-5 matchup against the Francis Parker Lancers, and they would fall 3-1. The last team for the boys soccer tonight, Palo Verde, hosted High Tech High Chula Vista, and they would upset the Yellow Jackets 3-1. To the ladies on the pitch tonight, expecting to extend their seasons to Division 4 play. Number 3 Brawley hosts the number 6 Lincoln Hornets. They would win 3-1. Now in San Diego, Imperial upsetting O'Farrell Charter, 7 seed, getting it done, winning 4-2, setting up an Imperial Valley duel in the semis. How about Division 5? We already talked about Holtville rolling past the El Cajon Braves 5-0. But unfortunately, it would not be the same for Palo Verde. They would fall 2-0. Let's jump from the field to the hardwood now. A pair of Imperial Valley teams hosting playoff matchups tonight. The 4-seed Southwest Eagles cruised to a win against the Castle Park Trojans, 48-20 in a Division 5 tilt. And in 5AA, the Calipatria Hornets also crushed the Bonsall Legionnaires, 65-10. Some easy wins for those teams. We had one boys basketball matchup tonight in Division 5. Palo Verde would unfortunately fall 72-60 in double overtime. A hard-fought battle there, but we could not get it done. And we have one more score. Those Cibola girls, the only Yuma program tonight, but they would unfortunately fall 60-35 on the road. The Castile Colts will head to the 6A state tournament. Congrats to all those teams that won today and have finished their season, even if it wasn't the way I would have hoped. It was great covering you guys, and shout out to all those seniors. All right.